Hi guys, welcome back to Jenetics Creations. Today I want to do a tutorial on the stitch all of us beginners usually start on, which is the single crochet. I'm also going to show you 3 different looks you can get with the exact same stitch. So you get to walk away with one video getting 3 different looks and 3 different projects that you can create. Let's get started. Okay, so to get started, keep an eye on your screen as we keep going. I will try to put on the screen what this would look like if it were written in pattern form. Many of you guys tell me that your biggest struggle is you don't know how to read patterns, so this is what will help you learn the language and see how things are written. So the first step we're going to do for row 1 is we're going to chain 11. Chain 11. So as you can see, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then turn technically, but you're going to hold your work. So your chain should be held in your left hand if you are a right-handed crocheter, opposite if you are left. Now what we're going to do is you're going to skip that first loop. If you go back in that loop, things don't work. So you're going to skip one and go into the second chain from hook. So insert hook into second chain from hook. From there, you're going to yarn over, pull up one of the loops on the hook. You now have 2 loops on hook. Pull up 2. You now have 1 single crochet. You're going to single crochet into the next stitch, up 1, up 2, and into each chain across. You'll notice the pattern is curling. That is not a big deal. They all kind of curl in the beginning, but as you can see, you should have 10. So if you are a stitch counter, here's when you would want to double check your stitches. We should have 10 across. You have, this is 1 stitch, this little V. I've also heard of it called like a braid, if you will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So perfect, we have the perfect amount. You're going to now chain 1 and turn. This is where you can choose if you want to do both loops, front loops only, or back loops only. So for the sake of this, we're going to do both loops. So you're going to insert your hook right here. You should have that V on top. You're going to pull up 1, pull up 2. Insert hook again and keep single crocheting across. Pull up 1, pull through 2. And keep going all the way across until you have done 10 more single crochets for your second row. This last one is always a little bit tight. That is not a problem. You'll find it. There you go. Remember, if you are doing what you should be doing and double checking your stitches, this is when you'll count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You'll chain 1 again and turn. So here you see I've done 2 more rows, so this is 4 rows total. You have my chain, you have row 1 going across, row 2, 3, 4. You'll want to keep increasing as you keep making the project longer. If you want to go wider, like you're making a scarf or something, then you will want to add stitches to that first chain when we did the first chain in the beginning just to make it as wide as you like, but there you go. Wash, rinse, repeat until you have a solid project. Now, I did mention that there was a way to create 3 different looks with the same exact stitch, and that is going to be based off of you picking up both loops, front loop only, or back loop only. So for the sake of showing you that, I'm going to show you back loops only, chain 1, turn. Normally, I told you to go in to both loops so that you have a V, or those 2 hooks or those 2 hoops on top that you're pulling through. Instead, now we're doing back loops only. So I'm going to skip the front loop. I'm going to go to this back loop only, and we're going to work the single crochet the exact same way across. And you can just keep going back loops only, all the way across. As you can see, when you do back loops, this lays more flat. Back loops will create more of a texture. So now I have 3 separate swatches to show you what that all looks like. Here is single crochets that are using both loops. So every single time I did a new row, I would go in both of my loops to create that next single crochet. And here's what it looks like. If you wanted to create a different look, you could choose to go front loops only. Front loops only is when every single time I am inserting my hook, I am going into the, if you're looking at that V, you're going into the front hoop, or I'm sorry, the front loop only. Every single time I'm inserting my hook, front loop only. And it will create a look that is more open, a little bit more flat. You'll notice the rows are a little bit taller, so just a different look all around. Then you also have back loops only, same stitch, but instead of inserting the hook through the front loop or through both loops, you are now back loop only for every single crochet. And what that'll do is create this very nice textured look. Has almost a rippled effect. All the same stitch, but 3 very different looks. Hopefully that gives you plenty to work with. Have fun. Post your questions down below. I'll be happy to help you out any way I can. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. You now know how to do the single crochet, and you know how to get 3 different looks with the exact same stitch. I'm not kidding you. I know it seems a little basic in the beginning, but let me tell you, some of the best products that I sell, some of the most popular patterns that I do are a compilation of the most basic stitches. So enjoy them, have fun with them. Stay tuned for more. Please subscribe. If you liked what you saw, give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you soon. Keep stitching.